from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Monday, August 17th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. Hazleton police are investigating another report of gunshots over the weekend. This time it was near 4th and Laurel Streets about 4 o'clock Saturday morning. Police found 6 shell casings on the ground. No reports of injuries or property damage. Anyone with information on this incident is asked to call police in Hazleton at 570-459-4940 or dial 911. Hazleton police are investigating the death of a man found in a car in the Heights Saturday afternoon. The man was found unresponsive in a Jeep near the intersection of East Street and Berner Avenue. He was pronounced dead on the scene about 3:15. He's said to have been 37 years old and was found slumped over the wheel. No identity has been released. At this point, police say it doesn't appear to have been a result of foul play. A Berwick police officer shot a man after he refused to drop a knife Saturday night. It happened around 11 o'clock as police are responding to a report of a fight in progress on Spring Garden Avenue. The officer saw a man on a porch with a stick and another near the doorway with a knife. Police ordered both to drop it. The man with the stick dropped it, but the man with the knife, Edwin Ramos Ramirez, did not. He continued to go after the other man. Again, police commanded him to stop it and drop it. Again, he refused. A police officer fired, hitting Ramirez in the shoulder. He was taken to Berwick Hospital and then Geisinger Medical Center in Danville, where he had surgery. A state police investigation has started to see if the officer was justified in shooting the man in Berwick. A traffic stop led to a drug arrest in Hazleton early this morning. City police say they saw a suspicious vehicle near the intersection of 17th and Roosevelt Streets in Maple Manor around 1 o'clock. They pulled it over and they arrested 19-year-old Shai Medina Santana of the Heights section of the city. Police say they found illegal narcotics and drug paraphernalia inside the car. Fire crews from 3 counties responded to a house fire in Tresco around 6:30 this morning. Firefighters were met with fire at the rear of the home at 14 West Cherry Street. Crews entered the home and quickly got the fire extinguished in a back bedroom near the kitchen. 2 dogs died in the house fire and no one else was home at the time, according to Tresco Fire Chief Joe Gusick. The cause of the fire remains unknown and a state police fire marshal was called to the scene to investigate. Firefighters from McAdoo, Beaver Meadows, Weatherly, West Hazleton, Hometown, and Hazel Township all assisted Tresco this morning. Hazleton fire crews had a busy Sunday. Crews were called to a house fire at the intersection of 5th and Garfield Streets around 8 p.m. Fire crews found a fire in the first floor in the kitchen area. Firefighters from Hazleton and West Hazleton responded to the scene. According to an on-duty chief, a state police fire marshal was called in to investigate what caused that fire Sunday night in Hazleton. No cause yet for a fire in an apartment on South Vine Street in Hazleton Sunday evening. It broke out around 6 o'clock in a building at 105-107 South Vine, about 4 blocks south of Broad Street. One woman breathing from an oxygen mask was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, where she was treated for smoke inhalation. A firefighter also went to the hospital with a rib injury after he fell, but wasn't admitted. 8 people live in the apartment house, but not all of them were home. Fire Chief Tony Leschko said it started in the rear of a first-floor apartment at 105 South Vine, but doesn't have an exact cause yet. 2 cars collided around 2:30 this afternoon in the city of Hazleton, causing one of the vehicles to roll. The crash happened at the intersection of Church Street and Diamond Avenue. The silver Outback and the maroon Pontiac collided and the Outback flipped, according to eyewitnesses at the scene. No one was reported injured in that crash. Hazleton police are still investigating this afternoon's crash in Hazleton. There was a rollover accident in Hazleton this morning. It happened about 20 after 2 at 2nd and Laurel Street. A car driven by 33-year-old Sandra Navarro of Hazleton was headed the wrong way on 2nd Street. It hit a parked car and rolled over. Navarro had 2 juveniles in the car with her. All 3 were treated at the scene and then taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton for treatment of minor injuries. City police say Navarro is suspected of DUI. They say the charges are pending as a result of the BAC test. A woman was found dead in a tent at the Peach Music Festival at Montage in Scranton. The Lackawanna County coroner ID'd the woman as 30-year-old Nicole Bain from York, PA. She was found early around 1 o'clock Sunday morning. Both Lackawanna County coroner Tim Rowland and Scranton police are investigating, but there's no cause yet into her death. Well, today it marks 26 days until Fun Fest in downtown Hazleton. Fun Fest, the area's largest street fair, is set to kick off September 12th and 13th on Broad Street. The annual Fun Fest parade will take place on September 13th, and once again, WYLN is proud to be the official television station of the Fun Fest parade. Once again, it's just 26 days away, so make sure you mark those calendars. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Hot and humid days are ahead of us, but is there any relief from rain in our forecast? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbachik's in the Weather Center with the details. Joe, what can our viewers expect weather-wise as we begin our work week?
Well, there's going to be a couple of chances of some showers and thunderstorms in our forecast, but definitely not today. It continues to be dry, not the case as you head out toward the west. Down toward the southwest, some showers and storms. But again, for our area, we've been in pretty good shape across our region. Lots of heat across a lot of the nation, including Las Vegas and Phoenix, where temperatures getting well over 100 degrees, and statewide temperatures getting well up into the 80s to lower 90s, and it continues to be hot across our area. 86 in New Angola, 91 in Berwick, 92 in Bloomsburg, and 93 degrees in Danville. What can we expect with the complete 7-day forecast? All the answers for you in just a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, a small town in Schuylkill County is overrun with blight, and citizens and the Schuylkill County District Attorney are hoping to clean up the town. That and much more, including sports, here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazleton's only local news broadcast, with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbachik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
The Brass Buckle in Cunningham features a wide variety of Tex-Mex and modern Mexican food. Dine inside or outside on their beautiful patio. They also offer a private banquet room with seating up to 110 people. The Brass Buckle, 334 Main Street in Cunningham. Call 570-788-4145.
FunFest 2015 is a real homecoming celebration. September 12th and 13th in downtown Hazleton. The FunFest parade will feature high school bands from NEPA, marching units, and floats celebrating our area. There is also crafts and a fantastic car show on Saturday. For the kids, there are free activities at our kids area. Free admission and free parking. For information, go to funfestpa.org. FunFest is presented by Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, as well as these corporate sponsors. S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
WYLN, first in live sports. We bring you the event, not just the highlights. Live coverage of the high school football season starts September 4th on WYLN. We're your local network.
Blighted properties have been springing up in towns across the country, but in one small town in Schuylkill County, it's becoming an even bigger problem, and county officials are stepping in to help combat this issue. During the 2015 Girardville St. Patrick's Day Parade, Schuylkill County District Attorney Christine Holman said she was somewhat embarrassed as she passed by dilapidated homes and buildings in the borough. Holman, along with concerned residents, members of Borough Council, and code enforcement, are looking for a change in Girardville, and many of the homes will be brought up to code and or demolished.
The blight affects every community. It seems as if Girardville has been hit very hard, maybe more so than most of the small coal towns in the area. I attribute it to a lot of our elderly folks have unfortunately since passed away. Their homes remain, and their children or whomever they would have decided to will or give that home to didn't want it. So it just sits.
Holman said along with the ABATE Task Force, which stands for Anti-Blight Action Team Enforcement, they can not only help clean up the homes in Girardville, but in towns all across Schuylkill County.
The blight in Girardville is being attacked on several fronts. Myself and the district attorney's office and the police have looked at the laws, Title 18 under the Crimes Code, Chapter 65, the public nuisance law specifically. If there is an object, and I'll use a house as an example, if a home is falling down and it's full of vermin, rats, high weeds, something that really affects the health and welfare of the public, that homeowner can be cited criminally under the Crimes Code, under a public nuisance theory.
Dan Heiser, a member of Borough Council and Code Enforcement, said there are at least 35 to 40 homes that are structurally unsafe and should be torn down. A Girardville Blight Task Force was created a few months ago.
We're having problems in two different areas. We have people who are living in homes who don't take care of their yards, their front porch. They have trash, garbage, tires, weeds, and they don't take care of it. So they're getting the quality of life citations. But the biggest problem we're having is there's anywhere from 30 to 40 homes in this town that are structurally unsafe that need to come down, and we can't locate. We're having a hard time locating their owners, and we're trying to get more aggressive to go after them with the building maintenance code, find them through the magistrate, and then have them charged criminally because they become public nuisance. And then that's where we're hoping the court system can force them to take action because they're just ignoring us.
Code Enforcement has been tagging homes in the borough and fining the owners with quality of life tickets. However, some have gone unanswered by out-of-state landlords. Heiser said in the past 4 weeks, 47 tickets were issued.
We have landlords from New York, Philadelphia. We have some local, but we have one lady who owns a house that's ready to fall down this town, and she's from England. And we're just hoping to continue to locate these people and find them and keep finding them and keep finding them and get more aggressive until it becomes a public nuisance and the courts force them to either take care of the problem or tear the building down.
With the creation of the ABATE Committee, Michelle O'Connell, Assistant Coordinator with the Compliance Office of Schuylkill County, hopes the blighted properties in town and other towns in Schuylkill County will be taken care of.
What our goal is to have stricter laws on the landlords who have blighted properties and refuse to clean them up. It's a problem everywhere in this county, but we need to have our code enforcement step up to the plate and make stricter laws and cite these landlords in order to make our towns more nice.
Lifelong resident of Girardville, Joe Catazone, says something needs to be done about the blighted homes in hopes of revitalizing the main street to attract more residents and businesses to the town.
I think that the organizations created to take care of the blight and to kind of go after some of the property owners and landlords is a great thing for the town. Driving through the town is disgraceful, and a lot of us lifelong residents enjoy the town. We take pride in our town, and we want to see it become better, potentially for businesses to move in and and more residents to move in, but yet to upkeep their properties, basically.
On September 3rd, Christine Holman, along with members of the ABATE team, will be holding a meeting for code enforcement officials, members of the public, and others to talk about the blighted properties in all of Schuylkill County and get answers to their questions. Holman hopes that this meeting becomes a monthly thing, and those in attendance can share ideas and concerns with each other and hopefully come up with several solutions to all of the blight. Holman says if you see a blighted property, to contact your local code enforcement officials. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, see what towns made the list of worst places to live in Pennsylvania from a website called roadsnacks.net. That and much more is headed your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
For all your projects, large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full It's ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
Hazel Drugs does more than fill prescriptions. They know your needs and have been serving the Hazleton area since 1868. That's over 147 years. They accept all prescription insurances, offer convenient parking, drive-through service, and free prescription delivery. They carry the highest quality vitamins and supplements with a certified clinical nutritionist on staff to answer your questions. They can customize your prescription, specializing in natural hormones, children's compounding, and animal medications. Hazel Drugs, America's oldest compounding pharmacy and Hazleton's oldest business. Let their family take care of your family.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
We have the heat, we have the humidity to contend with, and boy, it's so hot, can't even talk out here today. But it's a wonderful day, actually, if you like summer and you like the humidity, because we have it across our area. Also have a chance of some showers and thunderstorms in our forecast, which we're going to get to in just a little bit. But first, on to the graphic for today, and as you can see, that heat continues to build across northeastern PA. Many areas getting into the 90s, and of course, with the humidity values, it's actually feeling a number of degrees hotter than what the actual air temperature indicates. And today, didn't have to really worry about precipitation. There's a look at Live 35 Skycast Doppler. It continues to remain dry across our area. We're still in the upper 80s, dew point numbers in the upper 60s, so you walk outside, it is feeling a little bit hotter than the actual air temperature indicates. 87 Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 84 degrees now Mount Pocono, 93 in Philly, 90 in Selinsgrove, 89 in Williamsport, and 86 in State College. Mid to upper 80s to lower 90s in the Wyoming Valley area. Not much of a breeze out there. Satellite and radar precipitation confined out toward the west, out toward the Ohio Valley region. You can see all the clouds and some showers and thunderstorms. And before all is said and done, starting tomorrow, may have to deal with some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms here and there. Much of the time will remain dry and a little bit cooler, but we'll still look at temperatures in the 80s, just not near 90 degrees like what we saw today. Looking at the numbers, staying muggy tonight, tomorrow, generally up into the 80s, and staying muggy for tomorrow night, dropping down into the 60s to near 70 degrees. So again, there's going to be a juicy air mass continuing to be in place as we head into tomorrow. We're going to have to deal with a shower, thunderstorm here and there, but again, much of the time will remain dry, but be prepared if you're doing anything outdoors. Here's a look at the extended forecast and what you can expect over the next couple of days. About 82 for tomorrow, 83 for Wednesday, and then a number of showers and storms come into play for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Looking good, a little bit cooler with temperatures near 80 degrees. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers are pick 267, a pick 3293, the pick 45486. Pick 5 numbers 91211, and the treasure hunt numbers 514, 22, 23, and 27. We'll have more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
Did you know that suicide rates are on the rise in Luzerne and Wyoming counties? Did you know that over 100 Americans commit suicide every day? And did you know that you can help prevent suicide? I'm Jeffrey Waugh, and I'm here to tell you there is help. If you or someone you know is depressed, dial 800-273-TALK or the emergency helpline at 211. For more information and suicide prevention tips, visit any of these websites. Together, we can save lives.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You'll get to meet Jessica Noss, a busy mom of 2 little children who has gone from wheelchair to fully recovered in 4 months, thanks to great chiropractic care. Her amazing story. It's this week. Join us.
Found in the southern end of Schuylkill County. The virus was found in mosquito samples in Pine Grove Township on August 7th. The State Department of Environmental Protection said this is the first time this year that the West Nile virus was found in the county. Every county bordering Schuylkill County has at least one confirmed case of a mosquito sample of the virus. According to DEP statewide, 40 of 67 counties had positive cases of the virus for a total of 796 positive cases of the virus found. Schuylkill County is classified as having a low risk of the virus as of Friday, according to the state. Schuylkill County had 103 mosquito samples collected and 50 tested, with Pine Grove Township having 1 positive case of the virus. The State Department of Health recommends children and adults routinely wear mosquito repellent while outdoors during the April to October months, especially during dusk and dawn when many mosquito species are actively feeding. This area is well represented in a ranking of the worst places in Pennsylvania to live. A website called roadsnacks.net analyzed data from towns and cities of at least 5,000 people and compiled its list of the worst. Hazleton came in at number 7, Wilkes-Barre at number 4, and Nanticoke at number 2. Also on the list were Shenandoah at number 5, Dixon City at number 8, and Tamaqua at number 9. Topping the list was Newcastle, a city about the size of Hazleton in western PA and about 70 miles north of Pittsburgh. Coming up next, Eric DeBerardinis is in with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazleton's Fun Fest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants of Spare Hill Climb, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
The academic year is still a few weeks away, but the athletic year officially started today. And of course, that means the start of high school football two-a-days. Teams have gotten through summer workouts and heat acclimation when it wasn't hot. Now, full pads and full contact and 18 days until the regular season kicks off. At Mahanoy area and other schools, the word of the day is excitement after the Golden Bears made the district playoffs for the first time in over a decade in 2014.
It's always exciting to get the full gear on. We have 53 kids suited up today for us, so at a school our size, that's great. We're excited for the numbers and the size of the roster. We're hoping to obviously keep that number through camp, but kids are just really excited. Last weekend up at the media day, it kind of puts it into perspective that it's actually football season. But we were really excited to get going here today, to finally put all your hard work through the summer, and, culminate that, and finally the first official day of practice.
This is also the 46th and potentially last start start of camp for George Curry at Berwick as the state's winningest all-time football coach faces an uncertain future. During the offseason, the Berwick School Board voted to accept Curry's letter of resignation effective at the end of 2015, which many believe was a forced move after the Bulldogs program was shut down for 2 weeks in the spring amidst recruiting allegations. Curry has since been cleared and plans to reapply for the job after the season, but for now is focusing on his continued passion for the game and his 2015 team.
Number 46 coming up. It means a lot. I love football. I love the town. I coached their fathers, their grandfathers. I've been around. Hey, I'm in my 70s now. Chip teams, we've been around. Those young men were confident. They were sure of themselves. They were committed. They were disciplined. And they work hard. And we got those kind of kids. We're young.
Last year, Crestwood ended Berwick's season in the district final after also defeating the Bulldogs on opening night. The rivals will square off again in week 1 this year. We'll have a full preview on the New Look Comets tonight on Late Edition Sports. But next, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast. Stay tuned.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Join us this week on Women Today. Would you like your pet to be this well adjusted? Maria McAlee, who's a chiropractor to the animals, will tell you how. We'll tell you what the Simply Home Rewind of the Week is. We're going to cook with Kathy. We'll tell you who got that great box of chocolate from Victoria's. More great giveaways, and we'll tell you who our sensational senior is. It's all coming up this week on Women Today. Join us.
Well, definitely a hot day across all of our viewing area. Humidity levels very high. And it's summer. That's what we can definitely expect, but really no relief in the heat in terms of any widespread precipitation. But over the next couple of days, there's going to be a couple of chances of some showers and thunderstorms in our forecast. But the heat continues to be on. Temperatures mid to upper 80s, lower 90s. You can tack on a few degrees of what it's actually feeling like when you walk outside. And going into tomorrow, we may have to deal with a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially the ones that form during the afternoon hours, during the heating of the daytime, when you have the sunshine, the heat and humidity all present. So there's definitely a possibility of a few popping up as we head into tomorrow. And there's going to be a cool down in our forecast, which probably we won't be getting out of the 70s. But until then, hey, it's not looking too bad. We're going to continue to remain in the 80s over the next several days. There's going to be a few chances of some scattered showers and storms around as we head into tomorrow and as we head into Wednesday. And then Thursday, there's going to be a lot more around. So keep the umbrella handy, and that's going to pave the way for some cooler temperatures as we go into the weekend for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Well, I thought it was definitely thought it was going to rain today. So that's what I have to say.
No, it didn't.
I don't know. Joe's chair is collapsing.
You okay over there?
I don't know. I maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but I definitely thought it was going to rain today, and that's what I saw in the forecast when you had it last week. So we'll see what happens. And now it's heat acclimation for those football players.
Yeah, a week later where they didn't really have to get used to anything last week, but now 2 times a day. Some teams go all in the morning. Sometimes some teams split it between morning, afternoon, but it's hot out there.
All right, well, hopefully with all those that equipment on, there's plenty of water around for them. And
They
I'm sure
hydrate.
there is,
They hydrate well. They keep a focus on that.
You want to try and do 2-a-days? In the heat?
No, that's all right.
No, that's all right. Well, more football previews, I'm sure, to come, and they are exciting to see where the teams are going to lie this year, and hopefully one of them will go to states.
Yeah, Crestwood's an interesting one. Losing a lot. Our boy Eigeldinger, he's moved on.
He is. Your favorite
Maybe them
from it.
tonight.
Have a good night, everyone.